What's up, guys? nethervvoid here. More DungeCraft Season 4 for you. Episode 41. And actually, we're getting pretty deep into Season 4 here. I'm kind of feeling like we're getting toward the end of the season because I don't feel like I have a lot more projects to work on. I mean, I have enough to keep me busy, but it's like once you start getting too far into automation and everything, it starts to feel kind of boring. Everything's so advanced. So, I've got my demonic beeline all ironed out here, as you can see, and I've got some glowstone coming in. It's not enough. I want to get another demonic beeline. I actually want to get an alveary so that, ooh, okay, so we're starting to get a buildup of sinister bees. Once I get another stack here, I'll probably turn that off. I want to get an alveary because I want to get some demonic bees in the alveary. I'm not getting enough glowstone quick enough. That means I need to go down the industrialist line and the not imperial line, because I need royal jelly and I need pollen to make the alveary. But the alveary basically produces a lot quicker than a regular apiary does, so I definitely want to get that for my my demonic bees. So I'm just kind of showing you what I got going here. I got an unwary bee going, and I actually isolated a noble bee line, but the noble bee line is not really ready yet. It's still kind of ironing out all the kinks as far as purity, like this diligent line is. So that's kind of what I've been working on here. This is just where I box myself in, like if I'm going AFK, but I want to leave the world kind of loaded. That's where I've been doing that. So let's go back to the base, because I've had a lot of things have changed in my base. Kind of set up all the automation that I had going, but with Applied Energistics ME system here. So all the ore processing is done. All that backlog I had, if you look in here under ore, you won't see any that is not processed. That's because right when ore comes in now, it gets processed immediately. So if you look at like iron, you know, 4,000 bars of it. Gold, probably pretty, 500, quite a bit now. I'm getting closer to diamond. Actually, I'm at the diamond level in my current quarry. So 10, you can see I've got plenty of resources now. So also I got a lot of the gold bars from, I think, processing, I want to say lead. As you can see, I have 1,000 of those now. So this system is coming up pretty good. I've also got an obsidian pressure plate here to keep that door closed. And I've got tons more autocrafting stuff. Also, I put in the thermal expansion stuff, so when I need to make thermal expansion machines, I can. Let's see. So let's see what's in the trash right now. I'm processing, so I kind of don't want to use this up, but okay. So just items that that are in thermal expansion that I created and didn't need to use right away. So I think that's what I'm going to use this for as well. It's not just trash. It's just going to hold stuff that's not basically unsorted items will go there until they get used. Stuff that I don't normally expect into the system. So you can see it's all cleared out. So I've got the system here for glass, sandstone, stone, and stone bricks. It's pretty much like it was over there, except a little bit more compact. Stone, you know, this is pretty normal. Sandstone, and then glass. It's kind of cool that the Autocrafter can pull directly out of the thermal expansion machine. So that's pretty normal. And I've got stone all set up right here to import stone, but give off a signal when it's below 4 stacks. And if you give off a signal, it will start pulling stacks out of this chest. So while my system has 4 stacks of stone in it, or more, it won't do anything. So right now it has a little bit more than 4 stacks. Looks like about 6 stacks actually. So I got the same thing going over here with glass. So glass is at 4 stacks, and that's basically how I regulate that system, like I was telling you. This is an ME emitter, level emitter, and it checks your system, just checks your storage and says, okay, for hardened glass, once it hits 128, it says emit a redstone signal when levels are below, right? So when my system drops below 2 stacks of hardened glass, it will turn on the redstone signal, and the redstone signal will say import bus go, right? Because it's set to activate the import bus on signal. When it's active, it'll pull stacks out of here. So I've also set up my hardened glass here, little system. It's very simple. It just exports obsidian here into the pulverizer. And then lead also, as you can see, there's an exporter right there to export lead into this induction smelter, and boom, you got hardened glass. And then this import bus will import up to 2 stacks into the system, then it stops. Then it just backs up as normal, all these thermal expansion machines do. Clay, same thing, very similar setup to what I had over there, slightly more compact. You know, pump red cobblestone out here, and then suck in clay. I think I set it to 2 stacks. Yeah, 2 stacks of clay and just let it build up over there. Very, very simple. So the next thing I want to do, because as you can see, I've set up some suppliers or monitors to monitor some things that are not automated or are not perpetual, like glowstone, what's that? Soul sand, crystals, and then these gold chipsets, which require, you know, everything in ME almost requires one of these gold chipsets. I'm actually going to move my assembler and automate that. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't know how long it's going to take. Probably a long time. We don't need that here anymore. Let's just go dump these in here in the system. So we'll probably have to set it up a little bit higher because now it's at 44. We'll probably set it to a stack. So we'll say don't do anything until you have a stack. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Here, let's just do this. We don't need any of this junk, right? Well, we don't need it right now. Here, let's do this. There we go. Let's dump all this stuff off. I'm going to set this thing up to just do gold chipsets right now. So I'm going to put most of the stuff in the system that I can. Alright, we'll keep this stuff on me. That's not a lot. Yeah, we'll keep this stuff too. That looks good. Alright, let's go get some stuff over here that we're going to need. Run faster. We're going to need that and that. And I think that's it. Maybe these. Right? Okay, so the way this is going to work, I kind of thought that the assembler would turn off when you gave it a redstone signal, but it won't. So it's going to have to work in a different way. And actually I wanted to do it over here because it's going to require a lot of space. Let's start getting rid of these here. It's going to require quite a bit of space. I also wanted to test how far out an assembler can be before the lasers cannot work on that assembly table. And it's actually an assembly table. You can put it on the ground or wherever, and up to 5 blocks away it will still connect. And I'll show you what that is in a second here. Where are these all going? I'm not getting all of these. They must be up here. There should be 25. Where are the rest of them? Oh, they're probably up there. Let's take out these. Please be up there, because I don't know where you went if you aren't up there. Well, I might have to cheat in some lasers. That's odd. Where the heck are they? Huh, interesting. What do I have here? Well, I had 25 lasers up there. You guys saw. So, well, let's just cheat them in. I don't know where they went. This is one of the reasons I have to have cheat enabled, just because I don't have time to craft 14 more lasers because this thing, you know, had an error or something. So let's just get this up to 25. Plus these are 2 diamonds a piece. If they weren't, like, if they were just some iron or something, I probably wouldn't care. So the way this is going to work is, since these will touch up to 5 away, I can start right here. Like if I put this right, let's say I can do it there with the plan I'm doing. Actually, let's do it here. That means these lasers will be able to touch this dude right here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These lasers can still hit that assembly table. Okay? And it's kind of a big deal, like how many assembly tables you actually have hooked up here. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I was interrupted by someone coming in and it got kind of loud. So I've actually changed up a few things while I was off camera, tested some stuff out. I've run my ME line here all the way around and also rerouted the power. And I moved my assembler because what I found out in my test world is it's actually kind of easier than I thought it would be. There's a much easier way to do this. So let's go hook up these lasers, and I'm only going to need 1 assembly table as far as I'm aware. There's actually a block that does a much better job at this than the one I was going to use. It's just called an ME interface, so all those guys who are used to this system probably already know what this block does. And was thinking, yeah, why are you not using this block? So 25 lasers on this assembly. This is pretty normal. I'm just going to get an extra chest out of my bag here instead of picking that one up because it still has a lot of my other tools and stuff in it. Oh wait, I don't need that. That's right. That's something I don't need because of this other, the ME interface. Let's just go get one. So let's put this guy back because it's taking up space. I think, yeah, I can autocraft one of those. Let's go get one real quick. Oh, that's not it. Interface. Enter. There we go. Craft one of those guys. Sweet. So what this will do is actually hook up to a machine, and you can actually set crafting recipes inside this block that says, hey, if you want this item, this block does crafts that item. So the way we're going to do it is actually set up a crafting recipes for all of these little chipsets and red pipe wire and stuff like that. And let's see if I've got patterns in here. I should have a lot of them. I only have one. So let's craft up, I don't know, 10 more of those. I've got plenty of dust. Let's actually craft up like 10 more. I think I'm going to need tons of these. I have like 400 dust, so I should be fine. I actually hit bottom with that quarry, so I'm good to go now. But I wanted to get this, let's see, let's get this thing rolling. So another thing I can do, because I was going to set up something that will craft, what are these called? These pearls, ender pearl? But you can actually do it inside the crafting network here. All you have to do is give it your minium stone, which let's just give it this one. Should take a long time to use up. And then we need some iron, right? Let's make this recipe. I found this out on my test world, really cool thing, and so I want to set that up first. It's going to be something we're going to be using because we're going to need pulsating chipsets, right? So just go like that, and you're going to add that sucker in there, and boom. Okay, so it will use up part of the minium stone, but the system is smart enough, even though the minium stone's taking damage, to recognize that don't worry about the damage on the minium stone, use it anyway. It's the same item. So I'm actually going to have to put it in here. It's actually an item I'm going to be storing all the time. So let's go ahead and teach this thing the minium stone, or tell it yes, it's okay to store. Okay, formatted. Now it has 5 types. Let's put the minium stone in there. It has 30 types. Okay, 6, good. That means it's in there. So now I should be able to craft ender pearls. Yep, let's just do 1 just to test it. Boom, there it is. So I can now craft ender pearls. Pretty awesome. So the first thing I'm going to craft is probably the red pipe wire, because that's something really what I want to craft is iron ore gates. That's kind of what I started with. So I'm going to need redstone for that. I'm also going to need rose red. Actually, let's teach this thing how to craft rose red. So we're going to need probably flour, right? Flour. Oh, wait, red, maybe red flour? No, that's not it. What's that thing called? A rose? Yeah, there we go. Let's teach this thing how to make rose red. So you're going to be configuring this sucker for like a long time. But that's just kind of the nature of the beast. If you want a really cool system, you have to teach it tons and tons and tons of recipes. So, oop, pick that up, sucker. Okay, so let's teach it. Let's go to a different page. Let's go to this one. Let's teach it rose red. It's taught. It has been taughten. It has been taughten. The reason I'm saying that, it's kind of half of a movie quote. Oh, bring it. It's about to be brought in or something like that. I can't remember how it goes. So, okay, rose red is done. Now, I need rose red, right? Then we're going to make pipe wire. We're going to teach this thing pipe wire. Iron. And what was the other one? Redstone. So, redstone. It's going to take a long time to configure this thing and teach it how to do all these recipes. We have a little extra camera time, though, so I'm not really worried about it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach it. Actually, that's incorrect. This is red pipe wire right there. So it's like, hey, I don't know what that is. And that's because that's something that's crafted inside the assembler. So all you do is tell it what it is. That is what you use to make red pipe wire. But I want to actually tell it that it makes 8. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, well, oh wait, there we go, 8. I don't know if it's going to, I think it will understand that this makes 8. Yeah, crafts 8 red pipe wire. So we taught it that. Let's put it on the second page here in my assembler stuff right here. And it says, I think it says we don't have any. Oh, no, I don't put it here. That's right. So it says, hey, I can't do anything with this. I don't know how to craft it. So let's put it over here. So we pop it right in here. And now every time we ask for that thing, it's going to put in the materials and craft it. And then it's going to put it back in the system. First, we need to hook this up, though, because it's obviously not going to do it unless it's hooked up. So let's go see. It's not in this. Well, we know it's not in the system, right? Let's hook this sucker up. Boom. Now it should be part of the system. But we don't want it right there because it will show. Let's put it down one more. There we go. There. So, I don't know, something like, it doesn't really matter, but I like things to look awesome. There we go. Okay. So, now, when I request pipe wire, it's going to ask for it. But I'm not going to do it yet, because red pipe wire is crafted so fast you won't even be able to see it. So the other thing this iron OR gate requires is, I think, an iron chipset. So that is redstone and a piece of iron. So we're going to do the same thing. It's not going to know what this is. We're going to get rid of it. We need an iron chipset. We have one, luckily. And then we just need to tell it, okay, encode this, because it makes 1. So again, we can't put it in our server. We're going to put it over here. I know that's not what it's called. That's what I call it because it's easier. Boom. Okay, so we also need to teach it now how to actually make the iron OR gate. It should request those other pieces before requesting this iron OR gate, but I'm not positive. So it's actually that and this. Very simple recipe makes one of these guys. There we go, encode. Again, we're going to put this in the interface. So you might have to put multiple interfaces around this, but that's fine. There are 4 sides you can put them on, with it still looking kind of cool. Now when I request this, I should be able to turn around and watch it work. It's magic. So if we look at pipe wire, there's none of the pipe wire. Let's look at chipset. There are no iron chipsets in here. Let's look at OR gate, and there it is, iron OR gate. I want to see if this works. Just craft 1. I don't think it's going to work. Let's go see what it did over here. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the crafting monitor, actually. Yeah, it's saying currently crafting, but it's not doing it. I bet you that's because the interface put the wrong items in here. Okay. Oh, it's because I haven't told it what to craft. This is where you might need more than one assembler. So I'm going to tell it you can craft that, and you can craft that. So it should craft both of those. It should return them, I think. I guess we're going to see. Yeah, see, it returned some pipe wire. And good, it returned a chipset, but I haven't clicked on the actual assembler to tell it it's okay to craft this. So now I have. Now every time I request it, it should craft it. So let's watch it do it. And it also returns it to the system. It doesn't stay in this block. See, it exports them. You see that? It exports them from the system and into this block, and then it re-imports them back into the system. So boom, that's gone. It's exported them, or whatever, import, export, whichever way it's happening right there. And it should be in here when I say OR gate. Huh, it doesn't show up. That's very interesting. It should be in the trash right now. Maybe it's not. It's not in the trash. I wonder where it went. I should probably call that trash. That'd be kind of cool. So, I saw it craft it. Where is it? That's interesting. Did it stay in here or something? Run. So yeah, this cold is still bugging me. Still can't get over this thing. So, that's very weird. Let's go look to see what it has in here. Let's try pipe wire. It's saying it doesn't have any. Huh. Let's try this again. It should put it right back in the system. It did it on my test world. Huh, it's crafting. Okay, it's crafting all of them. Because it dumps it right back out to here, so it should put it right back in the system. I don't know what the problem is here. Let's go over here and see if it's in here. I know there was a problem with stuff that it didn't know where to put it in the system. So it might be that I have to teach it where to put it. Oh, you know what? It's probably ending up in these other chests because I have not changed them over to that other system I was talking about. Let's block this in a little bit so I don't, have any issues here. Oops, that's not what it is. I have to keep clearing my throat. It's stupid cold. Okay. And that's not going to work. Let's do this. Reroute that. Sorry, I just have to do this on camera. There's really nothing else to do. Plus, we have some extra time, so I'm not really worried about it. So, it probably ended up here and got deleted. Or it's here. No, it's not. Whoa! Something's using up glowstone. Why is that happening? Oh, the blank patterns use glowstone. I totally forgot about that. Well, it might have gotten deleted. That could be a big issue. So let's teach this thing. Let's teach items here about these new devices, because we're probably getting them deleted. So let's put some pipe wire in there. Let's put chipsets. Let's put obviously iron ore gates. Let's put all this stuff in there because it's going to be something we need later anyway, isn't it? So yeah, we're good. That's good. Let's see what else. I'm sure we have other stuff to teach it later. For now, that'll be good. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's just do pipe wire. Well, let's just do another ore gate. You know what? It's fast enough. And begin. It's not like this stuff takes a lot of resources or anything. The one thing it does take is a lot of energy, so we have to be a little bit careful because it does take so much energy. So it's crafting the iron ore gate. Like, once this is finished, I'm going to request, like, well, this is a good amount of gold chipsets, but I'm going to be asking for a lot of gold chipsets at a time, like 20 or something. Those are 40,000 MJs a piece, so that's going to suck the power right out of the system. But that also means for episode 42, we'll probably be restructuring the system here. I want it to be a 128 MJs per tick burst system. So let's look at ore. Okay, now it exists, so I was correct. It's getting deleted is what it was. So yeah, we have items in here now. Sweet. Actually, I wonder if our other items ended up in here. So we have well, yes, there's some pipe wire. That's the leftovers. So now it's hopefully not going to craft any more pipe wire because we don't need it. Okay, so cool. Let's teach it, do I have any gold? I don't. Let's teach it gold chipsets. That's what I'm using the most, right? Well, a lot anyway. So gold chipsets, we could teach it pulsating chipsets. We just need an eye, or no, ender, right? Spell correctly. That's another thing, you have to be able to spell correctly to do this. Where did those end up? Pearl. Good, they ended up back in there. Okay, good. So you end up teaching this thing a lot of stuff. Now, actually, let's see if it knows what this will do. It does not. Creates 2 chipsets. Encode. Perfect. Right now, let's teach it, like I said, gold chipsets. I think that just goes like this. But we don't have a gold chipset, so let's go get one. That's probably what we should have done. Let's see. Gold chipset. So yeah, the only thing, I mean, it's not that huge of a deal, but I do spend so much time just teaching this thing what to do. It's kind of a pain, but it is what it is, and there's not a lot we can do about it. But, well, I can't put it in there, can I? Because it's not... Okay, so what else do we need to teach this thing while we can? What about redstone chipsets? I don't even remember how to make those. Let's see. Redstone chipset. It's just a piece of redstone. Perfect. Okay. Piece of redstone gives you a chipset. Let's just fill the sucker up. I'm definitely going to need more ME interfaces because this is not going to work. What about a gate? Those are come in handy, right? Let's see. Gate. Because I need, for autarkic gates, I think I need regular gates. Just a redstone chipset. Perfect. Redstone chipset gets you a gate. Just one, not more than one. Boom. Alright, so that gets us closer. What did I also want to do? Let's do autarkic. Let's see what I need for that. Okay, so autarkic. Actually, I can do that. Sweet. Well, I do have one on me. It's just in here. So let's pull... Ooh, I need some space. Don't I? Let's see. Let's put this back. I don't need it. Let's also put that in there. So autarkic gate. And then I think we're getting close. We really just need probably the iron autarkic. So let's get one of those suckers out. We'll teach it that too. Let's go put these in the interface. That's going to free up some space here. Let's just get another one. I know I'm going to need it. Enter. Okay, let's just craft another one. Actually, I can't carry it currently. Let's throw... I got a trash over here as well. This just pumps it out into the nothing. So let's put that in there as well. You can see it's pumping straight down just into nothing. I got tired of using that gold chest. Interface. So I'm feeling like I'm getting pretty advanced here as far as not sure how much more fun I'm going to be able to have in this world. Not really for any particular reason. And actually, let's move this. So maybe we'll take this out. I mean, I'm having fun. It's just now, it's like once you get so powerful, it can kind of make it slightly boring. Just because you're so uber, you know? It's kind of like, I don't know, if you've ever used a game genie and you're like, oh, cool, I can't wait to cheat some stuff in, and you do it, and then the game becomes boring because it gets too easy. Because you just cheated everything in, and nothing's a challenge anymore. So I'm having that issue right now, actually. Also, I like to build stuff because it makes my life easier. And it makes it fun to build, and now that there's almost nothing left to build, it actually makes life easier for building new things. Kind of just running out of ideas. So let's put all the gates together. Let's put like the chipsets together. We'll do that, and this can go here. That's fine. So this guy will hold the chipsets. So let's do that. Cool. Two are gates. Gates there. Let's fill this in. We obviously don't really care about this anymore. And this. So we're really almost done with this. I'm just kind of crafting stuff and showing it to you. Really no need to keep going because you already know how to do all this stuff now. But you can see you're going to need tons of glowstone for this. That's why I really want to run another set of demonic bees, even though I already have one set. It's just not producing fast enough for how many empty patterns I'm needing. What did I want to make? A gate. I already made a gate. I already made an iron gate. Oh, target gate, right? I want to know target gate. So let's do that. Pulsing, an iron, and gate. Okay. So I want pulsing, iron gate. Wait, iron ore gate? Shoot, let's look at that again. Thought it was a regular gate. Yeah, it's a regular gate. Okay, and a regular gate. What's cool is I don't have to craft up a bunch of stuff now and wait. You know, craft up all the subcomponents and all that crap. It's just not necessary anymore with this system. That is really cool. Plus, I can say like, oh, I'm getting low on iron gates. Let's craft up a whole bunch, you know, and just let them sit in the system. So here's another one. There we go, a target gate, which I need to teach to my system over here. And then I also need to teach it iron target gate, so let's do that. With the formatter, pre-formatter. Okay, let's do this and that. And let's teach it this too. Well, actually, we already taught it that, didn't we? I think this is part of subcomponents. Actually, we could put all the chipsets in here. But they are items. And they're also subcomponents. Interesting. Well, it's fine for now. This is where the system gets kind of convoluted, to be honest. Okay. Yes, I do. Good. Iron chipset. Yes, it is. Okay, let's format that. I will deal with it off camera. Alright, we'll put it back. And I don't think I taught it iron target gate. So that's just target gate. No, that's not right. Iron ore gate and pulsating. Okay, let's do that. So this guy, at least that's the way I think it's easiest. I wonder what it would suggest. I mean, it can't really suggest stuff for you, obviously, because it doesn't know what it is, but that would be kind of cool. It's the fastest, cheapest way to make this. I don't know. Anyway, we are pretty much out of time. I just wanted to show you this is a really cool system, something that is helping me a lot. This is really the pain point for me for a long time in crafting, because it's not the materials and MJs required. It's really more the time it just takes to sit there and click this stupid thing and tell it, okay, make this, okay, make that. And just, it's a lot of time I just have to sit here, you know, I'm watching Netflix or something waiting for the stupid thing to craft. So anyway, I've pretty much got all the chipsets I like to make. I'll probably be adding to it. Pretty cool system. Let's go request one iron target gate and just see what happens. That should be pretty fun. Actually, it's right here. Let's request one of these. So it's going to craft a ton of subcomponents, and let's go watch it. So as you can see, it's got a bunch of stuff in here because it's making a pulsating chipset. I haven't taught it how to make that. So let's get... Wait a minute. It can't make a pulsating chipset with that? Oop. Let's put this back in. I thought a pulsating chipset was... Let's look. Maybe I'm wrong here. I probably taught it incorrectly. I did. It's redstone as well. So I taught it in the wrong recipe. So, oh, let's go get it. I wonder if you can change it. Obviously, this is incorrect. So as you can see, you need to teach it. If you teach it wrong, it will not work. So let's go do this. I really hope this will work. So let's add a piece of redstone to that and encode. Oh, cool, it will. Now let's do this. It should still have the items it previously made. So this shouldn't be a big deal. Okay. I'm not sure if it'll add another ender pearl. It could. I don't really care because I want to try it anyway. It's kind of an experiment. Go, 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 go. Let's get over there. I'm missing out. So there we go. Okay, it's even clicked pulsating chipset. Remembered I did that, so that's good. So that's kind of weird. I wonder if it crafts that stuff separately. You can see it's kind of waiting in line here. So there's the pulsating chipset. I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to add all the ingredients for all the subcomponents separately. So it should have enough for everything. Then it's going to create the iron chipset. I probably have to click it for the Autocrafting because it doesn't know to make those yet. It doesn't know I'm okay with making those. So iron. Now you can see, well, I guess there is enough for one more pulsating chipset. Let's see what it does here. I think it takes a redstone. Okay, cool. It's creating another pulsating. Add 2 ender pearls probably from the previous request. So let's do that so it'll start making that right away. And this is going to cut it after this. It's actually getting kind of long. Just watching me make this. And there we go. Autarkic iron gate. That is so cool because this is really some of the longest crap I have to deal with. I actually might teach it to make a diamond chipset just once, so I don't have to wait to craft those. I might craft a few of those up, and we'll just put these back in the system. I might craft a few of those up just so I don't have to do that whenever I need them for like the more expensive ME storage things and all that. So, alright, let's put all this stuff back. Again, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about this system. I think it's pretty awesome. My base is pretty much well rounded out now. I don't have a lot more things I want to autocraft. I really just want to fix this system to make it pretty awesome. I want to make this the ultimate power system I wanted to make before. I might have to change this to high pressure steam boiler. It's a low pressure right now. It actually can't support more than 9 steam turbines. It's 1 turbine per 4 of those low pressures. I think it's 1 per high pressure if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I might want to upgrade it. But anyway, that's this system, all fully automated now. And I'll be back next time. Let me know what you think. What do you think I should build next? I have a little list, but I'm always up to hear what you guys think about it and what you guys would do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.